Well, we got 75 people with us tonight. Welcome everybody. That's Patrick with Light Source Engraving.
Oh, and that's Steve right down there, the Hobo with wood.
And that's Rich, the Louisiana Hobby Guy.
And we are back.
The
LaserMakersRealm.
Realm. Okay. And we're back from LBX, which was a lot of fun.
I'm the one on cold medicine, but you wouldn't know it by the way Patrick's acting.
So welcome everybody. We're back from LBX. We had a great time, a great 3-day weekend. Very exhausting. It was a lot of walking involved, a lot of people to meet. It was really a lot of fun. And in fact, I have to go get some of the things that people gave me while we were there. A lot of subscribers were there. A lot of other makers were there. It was really a good time. I actually did a video on my channel about it if you want to see some of the clips. And tonight I'll show you some of the pictures that I took. But the first thing that we want to do tonight is put Steve in the spotlight because he wants to talk to you about his LaserMatic.
All right, guys. So I've been posting like crazy in all my social places. We are giving away the LaserMatic 10 tonight if we get 250 viewers and 250 likes. So we got 102 already. I don't see the likes. Somebody tell me what the likes are. We need 102 viewers or we need 102 likes. You're right now, if you want a chance at this laser,
60,
viewing, what is it?
67 likes. 67.
Only 67 likes. We need 250 viewers and 250 likes. And we'll stop whatever we're doing and we'll do a drawing to give away my LaserMatic 10. I've already got it cleaned and spotless, ready to box up and ship out. The only reason I haven't boxed it yet is I'm going to badge it saying formerly property of Hobo with Wood. Now proud owner is you. So we need 250 viewers liking this live stream and we'll give away the LaserMatic 10 tonight.
So I think we need 250 people to like the video and we need to have at least 250 people here.
Yep.
In order to like the video.
Yep.
So, okay, enough of Steve. Let's
Yep.
go over to Patrick. Hey, Patrick, talk to us.
What do you want to talk about?
About your experience at LightBurn. How'd you like it?
Oh, it was great.
That's it?
No, it was. Oh, my wife is interrupting me while I was trying to talk.
Tell her to join us. Tell her to join us. Come and take a seat.
Steve said hi. Oh,
Hey,
you're
Amy.
supposed to bring me something to show.
My purse?
Yes.
Okay.
And that, and I'm telling you, that's your best asset.
One part of the LightBurn experience was, I don't know if you guys remember 2 weeks ago, Steve showed a purse that he was working on. He said it was for a special someone. Well, my wife happened to be watching and she commented on the stream at that point in time how much she loved that purse. Little did she know that purse was for her.
Yes, it was.
So I brought it back from LightBurn, the LightBurn experience, and gave it to her, and she was very pleased.
Well, now she has to be. She has to be on camera now.
Yeah, she's got a model.
All right.
She has to model it.
I'll make her do that. But LightBurn experience for me was great. Was able to give my presentation on 3D engraving. I got to meet a lot of people. Most importantly, I got to meet in person and hang out with Steve and Rich and my buddy Tyler and Gio and Brad. And we all just had a great time hanging out. And she's now going to model it for you.
Yay! Oh, yeah. Look at that.
Cute.
Put it on. Let's see how it looks on you.
Thanks, Steve.
Put it on your shoulder. There you go.
Oh, that's beautiful.
But yeah, so there it is in person. On this side of the camera now.
Did you want to mention that Steve put the magnets on backwards?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't fixed those yet. But no, I wasn't even going to mention that.
Oh, okay.
But
Never mind. Never mind.
Let's see. Now, where was I at? Let's see. We got the purse out of the
So,
way.
And we got to meet each other. And you got to meet
for those people that are going to be watching the replay, you know, or buying tickets to, you're not going to be able to see Patrick's because the camera overheated during the presentation.
Seriously?
So, yeah, so it didn't record Patrick's. Well, it started to record it, but it stopped recording right after he started.
You will get to see it though, because I'm going to redo it.
He's going to redo it,
so it'll be available in the package that they put together. They said it'd probably be December 1st of the year that all this people that were talking in the 2 tracks other than the main room that were already available for free, those are going to be available for purchase. Those other 2 tracks, I guess they'll be available December, January.
Yeah, they're only having 2 videos for free on their channel, which is part of day 1 and part of day 2. And the other ones, you have to purchase a ticket that's good for a year to watch the other ones. So not quite sure why they did that. You'd think they want as much publicity and viewers as possible, but that's the way they wanted to do it. So what other thoughts on LBX, Patrick?
Let's see. What other thoughts do I have?
What did you think about Pascal being in my hotel room window?
Yeah, if anybody picked that up in your video that you were speaking about just a little bit ago, friend Brad had these life-size cutouts of Pascal from Haitian Laser. He had 2 of them. And one, there you see Pascal right there behind Rich. One of them ended up in Rich's room, and I thought, boy, how funny would that be to put it in the window of his hotel room? So I did. And at that point, Rich was like, keep it here. I'm keeping it. So then I guess Pascal got to ride home with you all the way from Illinois to Louisiana, riding shotgun, or in the back seat.
And when I put him in the back window as much as I could fit, and put my luggage up against it. And when I was in Arkansas, I was getting gas, and I went in the convenience store to get coffee, and 2 cops, or one was on either side, looking in the windows to see what it was.
Oh, that's funny.
So he's bent like in the middle now, you know, because I had to bend him to get his head and his arms in the back glass. But I got all kinds of strange looks on the way home.
And Kate, we need 250 viewers and 250 likes, not 200, 250.
We're almost halfway there on likes, 118.
Yeah. So I just want to take a moment and say thank you to Lewis Jones, who donated $10 to the channel. All your donations go to Patrick and Steve to buy supplies so that we can keep doing this. This is going to be like the only night that we have like talking heads instead of projects. And I also want to say thank you to Tom Cowley for another $10. And I also want to welcome our newest member, Ed Cameron. So below the video, you can join as a member. I think it's like $4 a month. Excuse me. And you can help support the channel that way.
And it not only helps financially, but also by becoming a member. If you've got questions in our Q&As, that's going to bring you to the top of the list of trying to get your questions answered. We're going to pay attention to the members' questions first.
Yeah.
And did we mention
a little bit differently?
Yeah.
And since we were mentioning donations, Chuck Wheeler donated again today, like clockwork.
Thank you, Chuck.
We appreciate it.
Every week Chuck is donating. So we had another donation now of $10. I'm not sure who this is, but S Free 1979. And of course, as usual, Kate Beasley has donated $20. Thank you so much, Kate. We're so appreciative of all of you that donate every week. We can't put it into words. So tonight we're going to do something. Before we finish,
I was just going to wrap up LBX with 2 things.
Okay.
One, I had fun delivering your boots to you, so you got to wear your boots around that were engraved with
I should have brought those out.
LA Hobby Guy logo. Yeah, I delivered them and he wore them, and
I wore them the whole weekend.
Good.
And you know what? That stirred up a lot of conversation because everywhere I'd go, oh, you're the guy with the boots. They didn't know who I was, but they knew I'm the guy with the boots. So a lot of people were talking about it. Let me go get my
nice.
Let me get my hat.
Get your hat. And lastly, Patrick.
And lastly, I did a project for Steve, and I got to deliver a mirror to Steve, and that made Steve happy. So I was just happy to make everybody else happy.
And that Patrick has been successfully delivered. He is still out of town and has not seen it yet, but it did make it to its destination intact. So mission accomplished.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, real quickly, let me just interrupt for 1 second. Patrick also brought this for me. Oh, come on, focus camera. Why is
you got one of Patrick's cameras.
No, this camera focuses perfectly. I don't know why it's not doing it tonight.
It's because when you're on live stream,
perfectly.
Exactly. Now you know how I feel.
Yeah, well, this is the first time it's not focused for me. This is a brand new Sony camera. And okay, well, you get the idea.
Yeah.
It could be the light too. I don't know what it is. Why is it not focusing? That is really strange. Oh, it's focused on.
You know what?
What's his name?
It might be focused on Pascal's eyeballs. Yep.
There it is.
There it is.
That's what it is. So look how beautiful that came out.
Very
That's
nice.
what it is. It's
Thank you.
Pascal. Look at that. It just focused on him. Okay,
Yeah.
You're going.
I say, yeah, you gotta eject him. He's out. He lost his seat.
You have to put black tape across his eyes.
Yeah.
All right.
Like they do in some pictures.
Okay, he's gone.
Thank you to Nicholas for your contribution. Ron Davis, thank you, sir. Mike Pruitt. Chad Fisher. And a new subscriber, Jack Sandstress. Jack's a regular viewer and contributor, and thank you. And Bill Hewitt, thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for those donations. So let me go back to, I don't know why I'm still in full screen when you guys could have taken me out. So, Steve, tell us your experience with LBX and what you thought.
Well, my experience
without the bad stuff.
Well, I'm done.
By the way, folks, Steve is the only person that I know so far that did not have a good experience at LightBurn. So,
but now I'm special. I'm special. I'm special in a way, in a lot of ways. But now a lot of you may not be aware that this was the first time that three of us were ever in the same geographic location ever. We got finally meet, and that was good. That was cool. Walk in the room and meet Rich and hold out my hand and shake his hand, tell him how much I appreciate what he's done for me. And the first words out of his mouth will pay me. Will pay me. But it was that was good. Patrick and his friends introduced me to a really good restaurant in Illinois. Was it Portillo's? Is that how you say it?
Portillo's? Yeah.
Oh my God. They loved the beef sandwiches, but I loved the hot dog. That was
so you didn't enjoy the steak the first night.
Oh, I did. But that was good. But that was the most impressive hot dog I've ever eaten. I've had good steak.
I had the steak sandwich and a hot dog.
I haven't had steak.
Hot dog was the winner for me.
But
hey, how about the first night before we had that steak when the waitress comes to the table and Rich decides to say, "Hi, I'm Rich, and this is Steve." And I thought for sure, and this is Patrick, and I just felt like he was going to next say, "And we're the Laser Makers Realm." It was really hilarious.
Well, she introduced herself to us. So
that's true.
You know, I always introduce myself to them.
But now, when my sole reason for going to LBX is because I was looking forward to the CNC controls, the new software that LightBurn's coming out to control the CNC. I've had one now for how long ago was it, Rich? We did the thing for the kid for his birthday. That's been a year, ain't it?
About 8 months. Yeah, 8 or 9 months. Yeah.
So I've had this thing pushing a year, and I haven't used it in the last 7 months because I don't like any of the controls out there. So I was excited about LightBurn having CNC controls. First day we get there, and one of the first meetings we're talking to go to meet and see that. One of the first things, actually, it was during his keynote speech. Actually, sorry guys, it ain't ready. Might be ready sometime next year.
Well, actually, it is ready. It's in beta. It cut out everything that you saw at LightBurn. They made with Milmage, which is the new software, but it's only in beta right now. So the actual formal launch of the program is first quarter of next year. That could be January, or it could be April
or March. But so that kind of put a damper on my spirits. And I had expectations of having more of interactions with the developers about issues, problems, creations, suggestions, getting feedback from us, the users, and the entire weekend we had 2 total hours of that time that was dedicated to that, and just couldn't get the stuff accomplished that I would like to have gotten accomplished.
Well, I was catching them everywhere around the hall and talking to them. In fact, I put in Jason's hand a list about that long of things I would like to see in LightBurn. And the most important thing for me that I'd like to see is I'd like to see subfolders in the art library. This way I don't have to have 100 different items loaded in there to see them. Like I can do Christmas, I can do Thanksgiving, I can do Valentine's Day, have everything in subfolders. It's just so easy to do. Thank you, Richard, by the way, for that $20 donation. Much appreciated.
Well, I did get some things accomplished, and I did get some things added to the new version coming out. So it wasn't a complete bust.
Yeah.
But I didn't get everything accomplished. And then when I started bringing up issues that I have personally experienced, and how the one issue I had with the curve saving, and I don't think either of you were in the room when he did it, but when I brought up the issue, how I had that one problem, he kind of had a laugh at my expense and got the whole place laughing at me. And it's like, hey man, we give you the software, we can't do the creation for you too. Might as well just use AI to do your thing. And everybody, and I'm like,
yeah, well, I think maybe he must have misunderstood your question.
You're right. Because they didn't want to listen. And I'm like, okay. And so, but now the most impressive thing out of the entire 3 weeks, what it felt like, 3-day event was
my shoes.
Aiden. Aiden was the highlight of the LightBurn experience.
With the laser company I never heard of before. Yeah, definitely.
Rabbit Laser USA.
Yeah.
And Aiden is a 10-year-old 5th grader
running the lasers,
running the CO2s, running the fibers, running the software, programming everything, setting up the projects, cleaning the projects, interacting with all the people, answering any questions they had intelligently. This kid was amazing. And that's what I called him awesome Aiden. This kid was remarkable. And he'll be running Rabbit Laser probably by the time he's in 10th grade.
Yeah.
But I plan on having an interview with him on my channel, hopefully once I get to feeling better. I don't want to do it all.
Cool. All right. So now that those guys are done, I guess I'm the only one left. So let's take a look at what we were talking about earlier. And there he is. There's Pascal in the window. And I got to tell you, the first day they made up the room, the second day they didn't. So I went down to the front desk and I said, the maid never showed up. And the woman said to me, well, you're going to have a late room cleaning today because she wouldn't come in the room. So she was kind of creeped out by it. And we were prepared, guys. If you take a look, we were prepared to live stream every day while we were there. And we had problems with, first off, with the internet. Everybody did. The internet was overloaded. Then Patrick got out his 5G box, and we thought we were going to be able to do it that way. And then we finally realized that we needed another laptop in order to stream, that we couldn't stream from the phone. So I'm just going to run through a couple of these pictures for you to see real quickly that I took. This is Haotian laser. So that's that guy that you see behind me from China. He couldn't make it. And there's a jig they were showing off there. Let's see. This was, what was this? Oh, this was the acrylic company, Houston Acrylic. Yeah, they had an incredible selection of acrylics. And Rotoboss was there showing off all of theirs. And also, this is Maker Stock. So this is another like acrylic supply company that was there. I have all these in my video. This was Aeon was there. They only had one laser, and there it is, the Mira 7, which is top of the line hobby laser. And we got to meet Jill. If you guys don't know Jill, he was one of the first people on board with Ortour. And when Justin Tan left the company, I guess a couple months ago, he brought Jill with him. Jill's from Portugal, and Jill is the head of tech support, and he is the guy to talk to. If you have a problem and you explain it to him, he gives you an answer right away. He knows what the problem is. Doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah, halfway through the question, he already knows the problem.
Exactly. And I mean, he's like the best in the business. So Algo Laser was there with their Alpha and their Delta. This was the Alpha 22 watt. And Lens Digital was there with an incredible rotary. I really liked it. What you see there on the screen, this thing right here is 8 inches, this bowl. So, and you can do both of these at the same time. Well, maybe not at the same time, but you can have it configured to do either one without taking it apart. And there is a $50 coupon if you scan the code on my video. And this is Rabbit Laser that we were just talking about. This is their fiber, and this their CO2. Unfortunately, I didn't get the little boy on camera. He was out at the time. I've never heard of this company before. And then we have Andreas from Creality, and some of the things that are on this table were actually done by Patrick.
Yes,
so
they
Patrick,
were.
Yeah, Patrick donated. If you look over here, you can see that We the People, and over here the Mandela. I think you did this Mandela, didn't you, or this one, Patrick?
Yeah, the one on the right.
The one on the right. What I really liked at this one were these pallets over here. I mean, the pallets that he designed were so cool. I'm going to steal that design. And this is an example of one of the meeting rooms. There was, I believe, 3. There was 2 large meeting rooms for the speakers, and then there was a focus group room that was about half the size. This room had about 250 people for each of the meetings, and the focus group room was like standing room only. I don't know why they made it so much smaller. Maybe there was room for 75 or 80 people or so in there. And of course, I got to meet that mom with the laser, one of the highlights for me. Emily's one of my favorite people, and I got to meet her there. And I got to meet, who's that? That's John.
John,
the man behind Tripod's Garage. You know how you never see him on camera? Well, that's him. He's finally on camera. So these were just, a few of the pictures that I had from LBX. And I had a really
I like
great...
Sam in the background photobombing.
Yeah, right between us. I didn't notice that until just today.
Sam Prentice photobombing.
I didn't notice that until just today. So G&M Taylor, thank you for that $20 donation. Much appreciated. And of course, Tony, thanks for that $10. Tony Lafort, excuse me, Tony Lafort Jr. Yep. So I had a great time at LightBurn, and it really was a LightBurn experience. And I especially like the fact that I was able to talk straight to Jason. I've talked to him before, but never in person. He did agree. Emily from That Mom with the Laser and Jason from LightBurn have both agreed to come on the channel. So I will have their interviews coming up shortly. Jason agreed to do it by the end of the year, and Emily as soon as possible. So as soon as I can get to that, I'm going to be doing a personal interview, and I've got some questions for Jason regarding the software, some of the questions that I get asked the most. And before we go any further, I wanted to say something. In the comments, I'm not watching the comments right now, but the other guys are. If you guys want to see something off the cuff, something done live on a fiber laser or a diode laser tonight, neither one of us are going to turn on the CO2s, but either one, fiber or diode, let us know in the comments, and we can run a project for you while we flap our mouths and do the whole talking head thing. So I'll let you guys take over now with the comments, and you can post up some comments, and I'll think about something that maybe I'll do. I'm in the middle of a project right now. I'll just do this real quickly. For the choir, something that I whipped up today because I completely forgot about the Christmas gifts this year. So this is what I'm making today. This is 2 6mm pieces of wood and that little 3mm on the top that I think I finally decided on with the help of the guys. And then I've got my my brand on the back. So I'll be making a bunch of these. Now you can see the camera focuses. I'll be making a bunch of these this week. This is going to be my priority project for the week. And I'm going to also share this file with you guys. Once I make sure that it's completely dialed in, I'm going to do a post on the Laser Makers Realm and share that particular file, because I'm pretty sure that a lot of you are going to want it. So, and that's what we're all about too, is free files. So we might not be doing one tonight, but you know, I'm going to be posting something up this week on the lasermakersrealm.com where you can get this file for free. And Chicago Bob, as usual, thank you so much for that $20 donation. We really love seeing all these donations coming in and new members to the channel. That really is helping us grow. So most people don't.
In fact, about talking about new members, if anybody is here tonight for the first time because of the LBX experience, we had a lot of people there come in Sunday and never heard of us before, never seen us before, and subscribed. If you're a new watcher tonight because you met us at LBX, put that in the comments. Say, hey, we met you there. I just love to see, you know, some positive feedback from that. Yeah, if you're here tonight, say hey.
And there's one more thing I want to show you that made me very proud, by the way. I did a video on making business card coins a while back, I guess about 5 or 6 months ago. And it really was a very popular video. And I've gotten lots of feedback on it. And I got coins as business card coins because of my video at LBX. Let me grab a couple of these and show you. This was just so cool. So this one is Tree Trunk Creations. Come on now, stop that. Okay, maybe if I sit down, can you see? Yeah, now you go. There we go. So Tree Trunk Creations, and then on the back, he's got his name, phone number, and other information. Really nice coin. And then Rob Sandstrom Designs also gave me a business card coin. Is that showing up good, guys?
Yeah, that looks good. I like the saw blade.
Yeah.
And then on the back, he's got his picture.
Yeah. So
I hear from Rob a lot. And then
nice.
This one, I guess, is special because it came in a package. So this one is a QR code, Social Security Opportunity. And there we go. There it is.
Yep.
And then on the back, he's got a QR code. So, and I've got a couple more, and I don't know where they went. But I had like 7 people come up to me in LightBurn and say, you inspired me to make these business cards. And if you've never seen business cards on wood or on with a fiber on metal or something like that. These are things people don't throw away. When you give one of these away, they stick it in their pocket instead of throwing a piece of paper card in the trash, which is what most people do with them. They don't throw these away. I got this idea years ago, and I personally stopped making business card coins around 2019 because I didn't need them anymore. I wasn't doing like selling to the public, or maybe 2020. And I stopped making them, but I decided to do this video and make one and show people. I've had people come up to me, ones that I've made in 2016, and 2 years, 3 years later, and say, yeah, I saved your business card. That's like, that never happens. So if you've never done a business card on wood or on metal, you need to do it because it really works well. So how are we doing in the comments? Anybody have any suggestions? Hang on one second. Thank you, Gregory. Gregory Patterson donated $20 to the channel. Go ahead, Patrick.
I see our first question. Do we want to do questions yet?
Yeah. From our subscriber.
Yep, subscriber.
T-Man's Woodshed.
Yep. He says, thank you for the camera settings. After many attempts, I still cannot get rid of the warp on my camera. Can anyone help with this?
The warp on your camera.
So I sent him the LightBurn camera file from Leo that they had posted in the group, and I guess he's still having issues with it.
So I'm not quite sure what the warp in your camera is. Is it like a fisheye? I mean, you should.
What laser are we talking about?
It must be the LaserMatic, right, Patrick? Turn that air compressor off. He's got his headphones off. Okay, yeah. So he can't hear what we're saying. Patrick, can you hear us? Hello, Patrick. Hello, hello, hello. Patrick. Wave at the camera, Steve. I don't know what he's doing. So I'm not sure if you can ask that question in a different way.
Yeah. At first, when I seen that talking about warp, I was wondering if he's talking about that the way the fibers do the cylinder the correction and all that. But I don't know if it's cylinder correction or the camera's warped fisheye. I don't know which.
Yeah, so we need to be a little more specific.
We'll come back
with
to that one.
Yeah, we'll come. Just rephrase it in some other way so that we can figure out what it is.
So we're only at 174 viewers. I don't know where
we're getting close. Give it time. We're getting close.
Let's see here.
So down on the bottom of the screen, as you can see, if you share this video on all of your, we can stop and wait for you. If you share it on all of your socials, Facebook or Twitter or whatever, I don't even think it's called Twitter anymore, whatever it is, Instagram. If you share it and we get up to 250 viewers and 250 likes tonight, we will be giving away Steve's, down there, LaserMatic 10. And it will be completely boxed and shipped to you for free. So jump on your social media right now. We'll wait. We'll just sit here and be very quiet until you get back. Patrick's not here anyway, so.
And I'm looking for questions.
Anybody want to see something done live? Want to see some sort of design or some tutorial or something like that? I've got a video coming out on Tuesday. If you'd like to see a preview of that, I can show you a preview. Something that is, commonly asked that I get lots and lots of questions on. So, Patrick's back.
All right.
I wonder if he's got his headphones on.
Kate's got a question here directed at you, and she's a subscriber as well. November 17th, when are the 3 shipments get shipped? I hope mine is in that shipment.
I don't know. That would be a question for Leo. And, I think November 7th is the first shipment, 7/14. And thank you, Carl. $50 donation.
And since you got Carl brought up there, thank you, Carl. And Carl, I made a really major big faux pas in one of my videos and said, hey, the first person that can tell me what the big mistake is, I give you a good coupon. Carl, you won that. You were the first one to recognize. In fact, might have been the only one to recognize the mistake. You never did hit me up to get that coupon. All you got to do is email me. I got a coupon waiting for you.
hobowithwood@gmail.com. Call. Send them an email and get that coupon. That way you can go in there and download all of his files for free.
I don't know if it was that, but it was a good coupon. I think it was 75% off.
Okay. So you guys see anything that somebody might want to, let me, you know what, I'm going to do a quick demonstration of the video that's coming up. That's right. That's what I wanted to do. So let me jump over into LightBurn real quick. Patrick, if you can make me full screen.
Patrick, go.
Okay, I'm going to get off of this. This is the project I'm working on right now. We'll do something new. So I've had like a lot of people that have told me they want to copy things on a particular project or whatever it might be. Let me see if I've got something in here that we can use. Let's bring this star out. And now we need one more thing. So I'm just going to draw something. So we'll just draw something, and they've got a project and they've got this line going around the outside, and they want to be able to copy this all around their project. Okay. And actually probably maybe a better thing to do would be to grab this guy over here instead. So I'll grab this and bring it over, and we'll get rid of that goofy looking line. All right. So the first thing you have to remember when you want to arrange stars all around this is this cannot be grouped. So up at the top, it has to be ungrouped. Second thing that you have to remember is that it needs to be a path. So if you go to edit, convert to path, if it's not a path, if you have something like a primitive and we do that and select it, then you would have to go to edit, convert to path. Okay. So it has to be a path to start off with. So now what you want to do is you want this star all the way around this cross. So we're going to select the star. Okay. Oh, first thing we have to do is come here and go to node edit. So we're going to go to node edit. Now we've got to find the green square that doesn't look like the rest of the squares. And I'm not sure where it is on this one. It's probably going to be down here somewhere. Let's see. We have to find the origin. There it is right there. Can you see that?
6 o'clock. Yep.
Okay. So that is our origin. And we have to start at the origin. Okay. So I'm going to grab this star, come to the selector tool, bring it way down here. Oh, there we go. And then I'm going to come back to select this cross again. There is the green origin right there. So what I want to do now is shrink this down and try and get this onto that green origin. So I'm thinking that that's probably it right there. The way to tell is to go back into here. Nope, that's not it. I got to come over to the left just a little bit. So I'll select it. There, I think, is the origin, and we'll check it again. Come back to the selector and back to here, and it's just slightly off. I wish I used a better example than this. So this can be a little tedious to find the exact origin. I'm hoping that that's it right there. Let's take, oh, okay, I think that's it right there. That looks like it. So you have to position your work directly on that origin, and then you want to copy this all the way around. So we're going to select that. That's the one we want to copy. And then we're going to hold shift and grab this one. And we want to copy it to that path. Okay. So now we'll just go to arrange, and we'll come down here to copy a long path. I don't know if you guys can see this well or not.
Yeah.
So we're going to do copy a long path. And now you see a couple of stars popped up. If they're not in the right position, you have to change the spacing between copies. You can do that by pushing the up and down arrow like that. And then you can copy as many times as you want all the way around until you have what you think you're looking for. So let's say that that's what I'm looking for right there. I'll say, okay. So now at this point, all you have to do is click off, and you can now position them manually if they're not in the right position in other places. But now you've got all of your stars all the way around. You're ready to go. The last email that I got that prompted me to do this was somebody that was asking about how to create the stars for a flag. So they wanted the 13-star flag. So the way to do that, I'll do it really quickly. We'll take a circle, hold shift, draw a perfect circle like that, select it. We'll go to edit, and then we'll go to convert to path right here. Now that's a path. I'm going to take my star. Oh, first off, this is a primitive. So a primitive doesn't have many nodes. It's more than likely going to be on the right side in the middle. If we come to node edit, there it is right there. Now you can see this better. So see that big green spot? That is the origin. So that is where we need to put the star. So we'll grab the star, bring it over here, and snap it to that origin right there. And then just to check it, I'll go back to node edit. It's not going to snap to anything else, but looks like you're not quite on it. So you do have to be on right there, I think might be it. Hang on one second. Let me move that off of there. There. So another way of looking at it, you can look at your mouse. See my mouse? When it's at the origin or on the line, you can see it right there. It changes. So we'll check it one more time. Come in here. That looks right. And now the thing that I think is you got to select. You want this star to move around this path. So we'll select the star, grab the path, come up here to arrange, come down here to copy along path. And now all we have to do is change this to 13. And I should have made the circle bigger, but there is our 13 stars. And then we can delete that. If I made the circle bigger, that would be perfect. But anyway, just a quick demonstration of an upcoming video, because I get asked about this a lot, and it really is not hard to do. So most people don't even know about that that copy along path, and it's really important. So it's part of most everything that I design. I use that feature in LightBurn. Real quickly, Sings1, $10 donation. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And Cliff Parker, $100. And Cliff Parker is our big shot of the day.
Oh, thank you, Cliff.
Thank you, Cliff.
I know that face from LBX.
Yep.
Enjoyed meeting you at LBX, and have gotten a lot of benefit from all 4 of your live streams in YouTube and websites. Thanks, Steve, for the delivery of my prize from a couple of weeks back.
Yeah, Carl was one of the winners of the flat pack, and instead of me shipping it to him, I was able to hand deliver it to him.
Oh,
and that reminds me, to all of my patrons and everybody who had met me there, I apologize that I didn't get to spend more time with you guys.
None of us did.
It was just a crazy, hectic time. It was,
and thank you to Jeff Benedict as well for that $5 donation. That's much appreciated. Okay, so I did my little demonstration. We're at 182, and that thing is still scrolling across the bottom.
Yeah. All right, Pop, you are correct. He says, I think the CNC is going to be a different package from LightBurn. Do you know if it's going to have a different branding? It is going to be from LightBurn, and it's going to be called Millmage.
Millmage.
And it is a completely different software, and the separate licensing and all that, right, Rich?
Yeah, but it does look and feel like LightBurn, except you have the Z controls. You know, it is different. It's different in the same. It's very familiar when you open the interface, but it's not LightBurn. So it's a whole separate new program called Milmage, and hopefully we're going to get it soon. I hope.
And you was talking about having subfolders. Dave's, searchable in the art file would be great.
Yeah. Okay. So that is one of the things that I have 5 suggestions for the art library. So we're going to see which ones that they implement.
And they didn't discuss this. T-Man's asking if the current licensees will get any discounts toward the CNC. I kind of doubt it.
I don't think so.
Yeah, from what I gathered, no, yeah, they're gonna get their money.
Yeah, I don't think so. So I'm hoping that some of my suggestions on the library are going to come to fruition, but I don't know if you folks know it or not. The art library is not really graphics, so it's computer code. It looks to you like it's graphics, but when you bring something out from the art library, it actually creates it and turns it into a graphic.
Uncle Ron, I have not heard that, but yes, I was telling Rich today. He says, I've got con crud. I shook one too many hands at the convention and I got sick. But I talked to the lady from Rabbit Laser USA. She's sick. The one developer that was trying to help me, John Johnson, he's sick. So
and
yeah,
that is why I had that little bottle in my pocket. I was spraying my hands there. I went through a whole bottle, mini bottle, travel bottle of hand sanitizer while I was there. In fact, the last time I used it, I threw the bottle away in my hotel room before I left.
And Jack in the shop says he talked to one of the beta testers for Milmage and told me it's nowhere near the tools that VCarve has.
Yeah, it's not supposed to be either.
Well,
it's
just think about when
supposed to be for a commercial shop.
When LightBurn first came out, imagine, all the features we have now versus then.
Yeah, exactly.
They'll get them in there. It's gonna take.
Yeah, they will eventually. You know for sure that they're going to want to dominate the industry eventually. But Jason did say that Milmage is going to be for the hobby user, so it's not going to be like for commercial shops. So it's going to do everything that a person doing hobbies is going to want. And looking at the beta, I think it's going to be a great program. We'll see. We're at 183 viewers.
And
so
guys, none of us mentioned this. How stupid are we?
What's that?
Carl's asking, was Rolly there? Yeah,
I have a commitment. I have a commitment to more than a half dozen machines for the next LBX. So Leo didn't even know about it until about a month and a half ago. Leo did come.
Yeah, so Leo was there. Yeah.
Yes. But maybe it was 3 months ago when I first told him about it and he booked the trip. So he did come. We did meet him. We got together and we all had talks with him, but they didn't have a table. But I talked with Leo privately about some new features that will be in the Mark III, which I can't disclose right now, but it's pretty exciting. So that's going to be next year, probably the end of 2024. There'll be some new features in the Mark III. And we talked about some other things as well. And he did give me his word that they will be at the next LBX. We'll have a vendor table with a couple of machines set up. And we'll also have machines for sale for anybody that wants to bring one home.
And we got first time caller. Thank you for being here, Tony. And yeah, Mark, Rabbit Laser USA is owned by Aiden's parents, and I tell you, they got to be some phenomenal people. They were impressive. They were very nice people, but to have a 10-year-old at just that impressive, and he was such a gentleman too. I mean, he was
well spoken, smart,
articulate. Yes, I said it in one of my videos. I tip my hat to him. That kid's awesome. And I am talking about actually trying to actually do a live. You're going to get the creator of LightBurn, and I'm going to have Aiden.
Well, I'm going to also have Emily. So
Huh?
I'm going to have Emily too.
Well, okay. Yes. And
Who, by the way, if you haven't seen her channel, That Mom with the Laser, she's very entertaining and she knows what she's talking about. She gave a speech at LightBurn as well. And I was really excited to meet her. You know, we've had a lot of conversations, but I've never met her in person. I didn't think she was that short, though. She's like down to here. And I didn't think Steve was 4'11" either. I was shocked when I saw this little short guy walking up saying hello.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm 5'10".
It's a joke.
Okay, yeah, I'm 5'10". I was like, what? You gotta get your glasses checked.
It was a joke. It was a joke. You didn't get it. You don't get jokes very much.
And I'm totally lost after my StreamYard flaked out on member questions versus non-member questions.
Well, I've been covering them both, and in fact, I'm just going to put up here so you know where I'm at in the feed. Wendy said no, Rolly wasn't there. Rolly as the laser wasn't there, but Leo was, as we mentioned.
And that's and that's my fault too, because I was supposed to bring one, but I've done so much work on this Mark II behind me that it's just really dirty. So I didn't want to spend the time doing a complete cleaning on it, number one. And number two, you know, it's very heavy and it takes up a lot of space and I didn't want to damage it. So I changed my mind at the last minute. I was going to bring one and do some private demonstrations, which I'm glad that didn't happen because we were so busy. But then on Sunday, I was going to have it out on the table. But so that's my fault that it wasn't there. But the next one will have everything from demo models where you can see it, demo it, and lasers for sale.
But not only was Leo there, but Wendy was there too. I got to finally meet Wendy in person as well. So Wendy's been helping us out on the back end of this.
I did get to meet Wendy. Yes.
So,
I forgot to mention that earlier when I was talking about LBX. I'm sorry,
but that's okay. I got you.
She's a lot prettier in person than she is in her little icon there.
All right, let's see here.
That was another joke, Steve.
Okay.
I thought I'd make some sparks fly. So,
sparks. Okay.
Sparks.
Yeah, there's some sparks.
There we go. A little spark entertainment.
Hey, it's 4th of July. Robert says he's interested in seeing a fiber laser engraved on painted tile. I don't know if you got anything prepped or.
I don't have any. I don't have any painted tile ready.
Yeah,
I'm sure Patrick doesn't either.
No, I don't have anything painted.
Anything new that LightBurn announced? They 1.5. How close are they having it to release, Rich? Do you know?
It's very close. So 1.5, and there's a couple of new features. It's a better version released than the past ones. There are a couple of new features that you guys are going to love. In fact, I've already got a video where I've already done the B-roll on showing some of the new features. So as soon as that launches, I'll be launching that video on my channel.
One of the things that they showed is, and it's actually already it's in the version you got now, and a lot of people aren't aware of it, is you can favorite a font. When you go whenever you go in to put in your fonts, you can always just type in the font you're looking for instead of scrolling all the way down to the S's.
Yeah.
But now you can, once you put that font in the name field, you right click that and you can add it to the favorites, and it's right there at the top of your font list. It's not at the bottom. But
I personally prefer clicking and typing the first few letters and enter. But
a few of the things that are coming on 1.5 that I'm responsible for, in a couple of the menus, there are places where you can in tool menus. You can toggle back and forth between metric and standard. But that was missing in several of them, and they're going to add that button.
Yeah.
And most of those menus.
And I believe they're also updating the documentation so that when you hover over any of the menus and hit F1, it brings you right to that topic. Now it does that now, but it only does it on about 3/4 of the features and the icons in there. But I think they're gonna update the information on their website and have it on all of them in either 1.5 or 1.6.
And I met this really cool dude from the Netherlands. I don't know if he's here tonight or not, Dimitri. But he's friends with Patrick. You were friends with Dimitri first, right? Before even going to LDX. Yeah. Well, it was funny. I was talking to one of the developers. I said, yeah, so there's one thing that would really be huge help is whenever we do the grid array and we create an array, have the option to select that array as that's the selection after you create it. And he said, just 2 seconds ago, someone had the same idea. He said, I've already done it. And I'm like, okay, cool. Well, Dimitri and I met at the craft show and we were talking. He said, yeah, he said, I had this idea. And I said, I had this idea. And I showed him. He said, you great minds. I said, yep. So they implemented that, immediately. It's already done. So there's a lot of things that are getting. What?
Yeah, that was Adam. I think that when Dimitri brought it up to him, he just immediately
just
logged
put
in
right
and
in.
submitted it. It's not going to be in the release that you have right now, but it'll be in the betas that came out, and then the next, but it was the 0.05 or whatever it is.
1.5.
Yeah. So there's some good things coming.
Are you guys watching the comments? Are there any requests?
I'm getting through the questions. I haven't. The one request I had was about the painted tile.
Folks, we're at 191 viewers. All we need is another 59 viewers. So if you share this now, we're going to give away a LaserMatic tonight.
Is your wife?
I just want to say that if even 100 people shared it on their social media right now, we'll hit that goal, and we'll be giving away a laser tonight. Sorry, Steve.
I'll say if your wife's in the house and has another account, get the laptop out and log her in. In fact, that'd be. And I've seen a few people asking about and whenever in fact, Rich, when we hit 250 viewers and likes, a few people initially were doing I want it. They don't need to do that, do they?
No.
And so how will we do that drawing?
Well, yeah, I guess we will do it that way. We'll do a drawing. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So
when we hit 250 viewers, I will open up the drawing tool and we will do a drawing for everybody that's watching.
Yeah, and it won't be I want it.
Nope.
It's going to be something special that I will come up with on the spot. So we ain't got to even bother flooding it right now.
To get the magic word later.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if that does happen tonight, you only have to enter once because you only get one shot. You don't have to keep typing it.
And it is to the 48 U.S. states because I got to pay for the shipping.
Yeah, exactly. So we're at 197 now. We're getting there. I really want Steve to give this laser away tonight. So we're pretty close. We're only 53 away.
And now listen, guys. This is probably the easiest one it's going to be to win because when Patrick goes to give his away, it ain't going to be 250 viewers and 250 likes. We're up in the ante.
It'll be 300.
Yep. So this is going to be this is going to be your greatest chance to win because the numbers are going to get bigger every time.
And don't forget, folks, we're going to give away a couple of new ones as well as time goes on. So we need to give this one away as quickly as possible because the next one that we're going to be giving away is going to be a LaserMatic 30, and then we're going to keep going from there. We're going to keep giving away lasers. So as long as we can get them from the suppliers, we're going to keep giving them away. So we're getting there. We're at 195. All
right. So Pop asked
more.
Rich, which laser did you use? Which machine did you use to make their 6mm crosses on?
The LaserMatic 20.
Jim Hamilton, where are people getting the metal jigs that are being used on the rotaries on fiber lasers for pins and or business cards and light.
From that guy
Yeah,
over there.
We got somebody right there.
Yeah. I make acrylic ones, acrylic or wood, but most people get the acrylic, and I have the files to sell if you wanted to make your own.
Do you have those on your website?
I do.
Lightsource.pro.
Yep.
Remember, it's .pro, P-R-O, like professional. Lightsource.pro.
Yep.
You can get the acrylic ones there.
I am professional grade.
I can't. Candle box. Are we talking about that? Is that the box? That's one of my votives candle boxes.
That's one of them.
Yeah. I don't know which one I did a video on Patreon showing how to just make the cube. And then I was really zoned out from the cold and I messed it up. And I messed it. This is normal. No, this is Dayquil. But I messed up the original and had to go back and create but I gave all my patrons a perfect LightBurn cube to go in and put whatever designs they want. And I gave them a whole bunch of designs too. But I don't know if that's the candle box you're wanting to see, Gail.
Yeah, you gotta be more specific.
Let's see.
Here we are sparking. Hey, we're 200 viewers.
Where are we at on likes though?
I don't know. I think we just need to get to
195. Okay.
Okay. Oh, we just went to 199 viewers. Who just left? Shame on you.
Thanks, Hobo, for the prize. It looks awesome. I received. Well, you're most welcome. Alan was at the LBX and he enjoyed it. Glad you're here. Thank you. Question. Good evening. This is my first time watching. Hey, first time caller. I met you at LBX and you spoke about sharing files with this group. How do we access all of them? Rich.
Yeah, so you can just go to lahobbyguy.com. Oh, I'm sorry. Wrong website. That's funny. Go to lasermakersrealm.com.
Do we have a ticker for that?
We don't. I'm not going to be able to find it right this moment, but it's pretty easy. Lasermakersrealm, REALM.com. And those are all of the replays of the live streams that we do. And below those replay videos, you're probably going to want to watch some of them. Below those replay videos, you'll see, here's your free download. Click on that. It's a direct download.
And all those, not all, the majority of all those designs that were at LBX are in that, on that website.
Yeah, we get a lot of downloads from there every day. The website's getting more and more popular. So I think the last time I checked, last week for the week, we had something like 18,000 downloads from the website. So everything is there. Lasermakersrealm.com. Those are all replay. The whole website is nothing. It's a blog. It's nothing but replays. And then occasionally we'll throw in a private video from one of us as well. We're at 206. We're almost there.
Getting there.
202 likes.
Watched Rich's channel before, but was introduced to LMR at LBX.
Well, that's good to hear. I try and promote it on my channel as much as I possibly can, because we can interact with you. So, live streams are a lot of fun for me anyways. I think for all of us. And that's why we do it. We do this every 2 weeks. So on a Saturday night, 9 o'clock, Greenwich Mean Time -5. Let's throw that in there.
Yeah.
Because we don't know, where you are on the globe. So it's 9 o'clock Eastern time. And every 2 weeks, we're going to be here. This is one of the only talking head videos or live streams that we've ever done. Right, guys?
Yeah. Normally we got projects. This is the first time we didn't have a project.
Yeah, but we were all overwhelmed with, the trip. I mean, for me, it was 24 hours of driving there and back and, packing and unpacking and everything throughout the week. And then I got this Christmas project that I've got to get done for the choir, the members of the choir. And, it's just so much going on. We didn't focus on a particular project for tonight, because the goal for tonight is to hit that 250 viewers.
We'll give away a laser.
Yeah, all
And
three
we
of
were
us
at
drove,
204
so we all
a
had
minute
some
ago.
driving time.
Yeah, yeah.
And we're still waiting to hear if anybody wants to see a project. There's not much more time left in the stream tonight.
Patrick, are you still looking for member or subscriber questions?
I wasn't sure where you left off.
He had a problem with his StreamYard.
I don't know if I'm Jack in the Shops. Can you deep engrave stone with a fiber laser?
Well, if I can do it with a 10-watt diode, I'm sure that you can do it with any fiber laser.
Gonna make a mess, ain't it?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It will make a mess.
Yeah, everything makes a mess though.
And
I did see this question or this comment. Can you engrave a 40 millimeter brass coin blank? Well, I picked out a blank. It wasn't brass; it happened to be titanium. So you'll get to see that's a titanium blank running right there.
Oh, Lord, Patrick, you know what I forgot? I bought a whole bunch of blanks that I was going to split with you so that we can have the same materials. I'll have to mail those to you.
Oh, okay.
Howdy, Mark. Thank you. Mark met us at LBX. Thank you for joining us. This is not, like you said, this is not our typical live stream. This is more just to catch everybody up, like we said. Normally, we got all kinds of fun stuff, but tonight, we really want to hit that 250, and I want to get rid of a laser.
Yep, we want to give away that laser. And trust me, folks, you want it. It's a great machine.
That's the nicest machine I've ever used. Ever.
I just want to say one thing, because we said that we all three are giving them away. I have changed my mind. I'm not going to give mine away on the live stream. I'm going to give it away to a local charity who I've already given a laser back when. I think it was a Laser Master. No, it was the Atezr. I gave them the Atezr. So they do a craft show every week, and they raise money for homeless women that need to get back into the workforce and back into a home, homeless women with children. So that's where I'm going to send this laser. I'm going to clean up the LaserMatic 10, get it like brand new, and I'm going to donate it to them. But we're still going to do these other two.
Did we get this question yet? Chad Fisher, did they say if they're going to fix the kerf corruptions?
Oh, they never.
We sort of discussed that earlier, and it doesn't look like it.
They never
admitted. Trying to figure out where we were in questions.
Yeah, no, we hadn't.
Yet.
I hadn't got there yet. So, but no, they emphatically.
I think they misunderstood Steve.
No, they emphatically told me that was not, because I was looking for you in the room. You weren't there, and I was looking for you for backup. They emphatically said that was not a problem and it didn't exist, and it was the first they'd ever heard of it. And I said, well, I thought it was in the forums, and since like 1 point something, they're like, who told you that? And I'm like, Rich.
I do remember seeing that on the LightBurn forum. I think it was version 1.3 was where somebody made that comment.
But now what's funny is they challenged me to duplicate the problem, and while I was there, I could not duplicate the problem again. But I told them, I said I had 4 files that did that, and then I got to thinking about it, and I said, okay, but there were 4 files, but of those 4 files, 3 of them were made up of one root file. That one root file was the one the basic that I designed and was playing with all the kerf on it. And then once I got it all out in, then I started creating the subversions of that. So that's how the other 3 got corrupted, was because I was using the same root. But I could not create the same corruption again. But while I was there, and that gave them this kind of a little bit of an air of an attitude, like, yeah, that we don't know what you did, but it wasn't LightBurn. And I've never heard of that. It couldn't possibly. So, but while I was there, Rudy walks up to me behind the table at the craft show and says, hey, I've got that file. And Rudy gave it to me right then and there, and I put it in their hands, and I ain't heard a word from them since. So we're waiting to see how that could have happened. But my advice is still, do not save a file with kerf in it, even though I haven't been able to duplicate it, because once you do, and what's funny is if you look at the preview of your file and you have kerf added to it, you can actually, if you get your pieces too close together, you can see in the preview they'll overlap if your kerf is large enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's if you're using kerf, you got to make sure you got enough space between them. Well, with that corrupted file, you can see the kerf was on there even though you weren't adding it to it. So it had to do with the kerfs. There's no question about it. How it happened, I don't know. And they never admitted it was a problem.
Yeah. Steve, did you have to change out the X-axis drive chain on the LaserMatic 10?
I think that question is asking if he had to change out the wiring, not the drive chain.
Yeah.
So let me put this into perspective for you. So, they offered it for $1, just so because that's the way their software worked on their website to change out the wiring on the X because they had a faulty batch. Rolly Automation got a faulty batch of wires. So to put this into perspective for you, that number was 0.05 of all the lasers that they made. So they literally had like 11 lasers that had a faulty wiring. Everybody is ordering them and they ran out of stock and they're restocking them just in case. So this is not a big issue. 0.05% of the LaserMatic 10s had this issue. Not a big issue, not something to worry about. And I personally would not order that. So chances are you didn't get one with that problem.
No, and with all the other people that have talked about different issues that they were having with cameras or whatever, my machine is perfect. I didn't have to worry about any calibration of my cameras. I have never had any problems with it. Whoever gets this one's getting a really nice machine. And that Patrick's showing that's what I made on the LaserMatic 10. It works great. My favorite laser to date.
Yeah. So, that again, to put it in perspective, there were like a dozen to 15 machines that had this problem and they caught it right away and they replaced those, all of the wiring on all the machines they had in stock before they were shipped. So if you haven't had that problem yet, you're probably not going to have it at all. I wouldn't worry about it. One thing I will say about Rolly Automation, there's no other laser company like it when it comes to support. Any problem that you have gets resolved quickly, and you're not waiting 3 weeks for the parts to come from China. They put the parts in the mail to you if you need them the next day, and they're in your hands in just a couple of days. So there's no other company that I've seen that has this kind of support and all of the updates that they've done on the Mark II, the one that's behind me. They've, increased, they've developed everything, even the cover. A few people, again, about a handful, about 7 or 8 people had a problem with the acrylic, and the acrylic where it closed sort of it's bent. They bend the acrylic. So for the door, and it started to go back, expand back out again. And even that's been solved now. They put 2 gusset plates in it. It's got an all metal frame, around it. So, there's just no company does the R&D that Rolly Automation does. And I absolutely love it. So I've got a couple of new machines that I'm going to be showing on my channel. The only reviews I'm going to do in the future are going to be things that are new and different and safe. So you'll see them when they come. I've got the S1 from Xtool. I have the We Create laser all enclosed, and I've got the Atomstack should be on the way as well.
All right, I put this up here a second ago, but I'm going to insist we find the banner for this one. He's asking, how do us Canucks send donations to y'all? I love that he's a Canuck and he's using y'all.
well, it's on the scrolling across the bottom of the screen, Steve.
It is now, but it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't. And Byron says, does LightBurn have a function equivalent to EasyCAD drill function? I'm not familiar with that.
Yeah, there's a dot mode. It's in the image section. You can see it when you go to adjust image, but it's not built into the software and actually showing in the software at the moment. Let me see. Let me go over here to my LightBurn.
Look at those sparks. So we're at 209, folks. We're getting close.
Well,
if I go in here, if I go in here to adjust image, you're going to see that there is dot mode down here at the bottom.
No.
Hang on one second, Patrick. Let me take your name off the screen. Okay,
All
good.
right, let me get it over here. All right. So if you go into adjust image, you'll see I'm 3D slicing this, but if you scroll down a little further, right here is dot mode. That is the same as EasyCAD's drill mode. So it's built in there. However, when you come over to your cut layer and you want to select it and use it, like you can't get to dot mode. So
Right. It's only
built
in the adjustment,
but not ready for prime time yet.
Right.
Apparently.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's the grayscale I'm running on that coin right now.
I may have a stalker. This is my first time here because of Hobo.
Well, that's good to hear.
Thank you for being here, Greg. Appreciate it. Let's see here. After watching Louisiana Hobby Guy make the business card coins, I made some for my son's business. Customers really liked them.
Yes, and they don't throw them away. So when you get something like this, I mean, you're not going to be throwing this away. It's going to go in your pocket. It's like you have something in your pocket that you're always jingling around. You know, like when I was a kid, it was like a rabbit's foot. That's what happens to these. They get stuck in people's pockets.
Thank you for making or building and showing the Celtic cross I sent you. He's honored. Tony's honored that you did that.
Thank you, Tony.
And I met LA Hobby Guy during the vendor fair part of LBX. Alan, he's the first time here, and he met you at LBX.
I remember Alan. Yep. I'm trying to see the picture.
Yeah.
Lewis.
Right.
He had a logo, and I wanted to cut a part of it that was joined together. How do you separate them? And he followed up with how do you separate parts of a logo that are joined?
Did you ungroup it? If you talk about a photo, okay, you can't separate parts of a logo if it's a photo.
Yeah.
Now, what you can do, if the photo is black and white and it's distinctive black and whites, logos usually are, because they're usually originally a PNG, a portable network graphic. So if it's black and white, you can trace it, and you can draw a box around the part that you want to trace, and you can do multiple traces on it and separate parts of it out. So I've done that before, but it has to be a clean black and white image in order to do that. Typically, if it's like a picture of someone, you're really not gonna be able to edit that. That is the map, the metal map.
Yeah,
wow, that's coming out good.
My son was wanting the new Fortnite map, and he thought it would be a good idea for video. So speaking of drill mode and photos, this is just using LightBurn and Atezr, but this is done on a piece of steel.
Patrick, what did you do to your
laser.
microphone? Did you change
nothing.
something? And hit the up button on it. Make it a
Talk
little bit
now.
louder.
How about now?
That's a little better.
You were a little muted. And maybe the steel was between you and the mic.
No, the mic's
It
on
might
his
have
hat.
been. How about now?
No, still the same. Okay, well, it's good enough. Go ahead.
But anyway. But yeah, I used to use drill mode in EasyCAD, but I found that I do not need it with LightBurn so far. But that's just a Fortnite map.
Okay, and I just need to put this up on the screen one more time because it's staring at me in red. Cliff, we really appreciate that $100 donation.
More than you know.
That really helps us out, because all of the money that gets donated to the channel goes directly to buying supplies. So the more supplies that we have, the more, more projects that we can make. Thanks again, Cliff, for that $100 donation. And thanks, Call, for that $50 donation. You guys are really showing your support tonight. And thank you to everybody that's been donating to the channel. It's much appreciated. Don't forget, we have memberships down below as well.
And speaking of memberships, what we were trying to do initially, guys, just so if anybody's getting in any, well, I mean, I got questions, and we were going to try and get all the subscriber questions a priority, but when Patrick lost his connection, he kind of got lost in where we're at. Patrick was going to pull up the subscriber questions, and I was just going to be going through the feed as we get them. So if I'm answering questions and you're like, wait a minute, I'm a subscriber and you ain't answered mine yet, well, we just kind of had a little technical difficulties. But
I think I've got through all the subscriber ones now.
Okay, good, good.
Thank you, James, for that $10 donation. It's much appreciated.
James. And is it Kai? Hamilton. Can you create a QR code in LightBurn? Yes.
Yes, you can.
And I think we've all done videos on QR codes in LightBurn.
Yep.
There are some limitations to what you can do with the code in LightBurn, and there are QR code generators that you can go online and make, and then just import that image in. One of Patrick's friends I met there at LBX was telling me about one that was really cool. Can't do this in LightBurn, but he told me when they go to Disney World, he would make bracelets with QR codes on it that once you scanned it, it would automatically pop up the phone number to dial him. And all the person had to do was just hit the button, call him right away. And it had the text message that says, "Hey, I found your kid. You idiot."
That was me. That was me, Steve.
Oh, that wasn't you.
Okay. Well, then he must have followed my video because that's exactly what I do.
Oh, I thought you meant you were the one wearing the bracelet. I got confused.
Yeah, they put one on him for when he gets separated from all.
Yeah, with mine, I do dog tags for animals, or I used to, and it's got the QR code on it. And I also do the bracelets for my grandkids when they go to Disney. But on the dog tags, I use a QR code generator that when you scan it, automatically opens your text messages and fills out the text message. So all you have to do is hit send. So LightBurn can't do that. You can go to, I think it's tools, generate QR code. The only thing that LightBurn can do is generate basic QR codes. So you could have it like one visit a website, or you can have like your business card, where when you scan it, it gives them all your information, name, phone number, and all that kind of stuff. But that's really about it.
Now, they also have one where you can just put in random text, but it's like you're limited to like 250 characters. You can put in the first paragraph of Moby Dick if you want to, but you're limited on content.
Yeah. Thank you, Chad, for joining the channel.
Does that mean you joined?
Yeah. To Jason's, this may be geared for Patrick. What would you recommend as an entry-level galvo fiber for doing the brass challenge coins, if one exists at entry level?
I would go at least with a 50-watt machine, 50 or higher.
Yeah.
The brand's not going to be so important as far as which company puts it together. Some have better support than others, but make sure it's. I would get a JPT 50-watt or a JPT 60-watt, at least for starting out. The 60 watts, they're MOPA. It's going to cost a little bit more, but a JPT 50-watt is what I started with, and it ran fantastic.
And why we
and I got rid of it is because I have 4 other fiber lasers now, so I didn't need it.
Bring him back to front and center there, because this is for him too. Greg asked me this question, and I didn't know, and told him, "Hey, yeah, come on live stream tonight," and that's why he's here. Can an Xtool D1 10-watt engrave an ammo magazine? And I said, you know what? I know the guy who can answer that.
Not likely.
Yeah, I doubt it. Unless it's, say, an aluminum magazine that's anodized, or a steel magazine and you're taking the paint off of it with the diode. Those would be the 2 instances I could see. If you're talking about marking on a polymer magazine, marking in collar, not likely.
Yeah.
And Greg, since you are new here, we like to pick on Patrick whenever he says engrave on collars. He doesn't mean dog collars.
Greens.
Greens. Colors. He's West Virginia. Collars is colors. So if you want colors.
I just gave up on it, and I'm just going to say it. However it comes out, it doesn't matter anymore.
No, but since Greg's new here, I just want him to understand.
You like the collar of my shirt?
Green.
I meant blue. Blue.
Patrick, show us that shirt real quick. Patrick made this shirt. Stand up so we can see it.
I burned to learn.
Yeah, stand up. We can't see it.
I got
Don't worry about
all over it.
That's all right.
But that.
There we go. The brain. I just
my
love
guitar's in the background right there.
that. Show us the guitar. I love the guitar
You
too.
got it, but if you get the guitar out, you got to get the wig out.
All right, so hang on before you get the guitar out. Hang on before you get the guitar out. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna do it. Here we go.
You know,
Okay.
just like Garth Brooks had an alter ego, Patrick has an alter ego.
And he does this in the shop every day. We didn't know about it until just recently.
I had to bring my guitar with me to the LightBurn experience, and then at the end of my presentation, I asked folks if anybody wanted to play it.
And I told you I would, but only if you had the wig.
I didn't bring the wig. I should have.
Yeah, if he had the wig, I'd have done it LBX with him. Yeah,
Okay, so we are getting close. We're at 2:15.
I don't think they want it bad enough.
Yeah,
you know?
come on now. We will
Okay.
give away a laser tonight. Steve's 10-watt LaserMatic.
I've got
giveaway.
I've got
If we
three
get to
different.
250.
I've got 3 different Google accounts that I could log into right now, and I'd have 4 logins right now if I wanted to. So
We're at 2:15. We're at 2:15. All we
here
need
we
is
go.
what, 35
Chad
more?
says you can gift LMR memberships. Who did you gift it to? That is really cool.
Yeah, he gifted a membership. I noticed that, and I never heard of it before. And we have another Patrick in the house, by the way.
Awesome. And he's a member. Even better.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Patrick, for
Patrick.
becoming a member. Much appreciated. We really appreciate everything that you guys do. Sorry about that.
sorry, I put this up a minute ago. Kate said that I wouldn't have to ship it, that she'd meet me somewhere. I'm in North Carolina, Kate. Where are you at? Because I ain't gonna go far. I'm gonna ship it.
I think she's close to you. I
Okay.
think she's
All right.
close to you. Yeah, I think she's also in North Carolina.
That can be done. I know Carl also said if he wanted, he would either come and get it or meet, and he's in Florida.
Yeah. So I just want to mention that I was planning on doing a pass-through demonstration tonight on the LaserMatic 20. And the reason that I was planning on doing that was, well, it's almost time for Christmas. So I was going to do a porch sign, but I didn't make it to Lowe's. The wood that I've got is not the right size. So I needed to go to Lowe's and get another 1 by 10 by 8 and cut it down. But anyway, I wanted to mention too that the LaserMatic has a 1-inch tall, the Mark II, by 17-inch wide pass-through. So I don't know of any other laser that has that big of a pass-through, especially the height, because, and it is height, by the way, it is not height. There's no TH on the end. Please stop saying that.
So Greg is trying to give us money, and I want to make sure he can. Greg, there's another option, and I don't know if they have it up there for you Canucks, but right there at the bottom of the screen now it says Zelle Info.
Yes.
If you use Zelle at your bank, you can use Zelle to send money to the Laser Makers Realm.
Yeah, so I use, since Steve actually was the first person to introduce that to me, and now since he's introduced it to me, I now use it to, I've sent money to my sister in Florida, to our maid in the Philippines, and my brother-in-law in Canada. So you can use it worldwide. All you have to do is open your banking app, and then in there should be an option. I think most banks have it now. There should be an option called ZELLE, Zelle. And all you have to do is put in the email address, and that's it. So it is lasermakersrealm@gmail.com if you're going to use Zelle. Lasermakersrealm, REALM, @gmail.com. Okay, sorry.
Yep.
So,
No, yeah, I'll
hang on the comments. Hang on the comments for a minute.
Yeah.
So I want to say thank you to Mike Doyle, and he put a comment. Thank you for a great show. And we also have Mike Doyle. We just did that one. And then we have Mike Doyle again with a $20 donation.
Come on, 250. Yep.
Thank you so much, Mike. He's a member and he donated. And we've got Drew. Looks like Drew from Michigan just became a member. Thank you, Drew. Welcome aboard. We don't normally do all of these talking head stuff like you see going on tonight. Tonight we're trying to give away a laser. We're almost there. We're at 219. We just have to get to 250, and we'll be giving away a LaserMatic 10, Steve's LaserMatic 10 that he's been using in these live streams. He's got it all cleaned up, packaged, ready to go, and it can come to you if we can get to 250.
All right. Let's keep this PG now. Richard is asking, Rick, do you have a Christmas knocker file?
I don't think that would be something that you would do on Christmas. I don't know what a knocker file is, actually. So you'll have to tell me that. Jim McCall. Jim has donated $10 to the channel. Thank you so much, Jim. It's much appreciated. I don't know what if somebody put in the comments what a knocker file is.
Door knocker?
I don't know. Well, I thought it was door knocker is what I was thinking. Well, to keep it, like I said, PG, door knocker.
Yeah, I don't. Man, that's what is it? That's a big knocker you got there, or something like that.
I was like, then the other one is, it's Dolly Parton with a Santa hat on, And
what was that movie? Oh, geez. They get up to the mansion. It's got this big, huge door knocker on it. It was like Young Frankenstein or something like that. and somebody says, "Oh, big knockers," or maybe there's two door knockers. I don't remember. And the girl goes, "Oh, thank you." It said, "No, I mean the door knocker." That was funny. Here, and Patrick is still burning over there. By the way, we're at 225. We're only 25 away.
Sharon's asking, can you tell me how to slow down the homing speed in LightBurn?
The homing speed. So
just your move speed?
The move speed is going to be how it frames and everything else. The homing speed is actually in the machine settings on the control board, and it shouldn't be fast. So you can go to edit machine settings, and then right up there at the top, you're going to see homing speed. And you can change that and lower the speed if you want to. It shouldn't be something. Homing speeds are normally very slow. So I think what you mean is what Steve's talking about is the framing speed and the way it moves around on the laser itself. And that would be on the move tab. You can change the speed on the move tab over there. So try that one first and see if that works for you. And then if it's still a homing speed issue, you have to go to edit machine settings.
This thing was in focus when I messed it up.
It's not going to focus.
It was very little.
We're at 228. Hey, we're getting there. We're going to keep the live stream going and see. Normally we'd be ending it right about now.
Jack's asking me how my the gumball dispenser is coming.
You just talked about that in one of your Patreon videos.
On the Patreon, yeah. That's going to be it'll be ready before the end of the month for all of my patrons, and then I'll have it on the website hopefully here, but by the first of next month.
So if you guys can see the 3D coming into effect on this coin.
Yep, just starting to see it.
Yep.
How many passes are you running on that, Patrick?
That is, I just ran 256 because I wanted to finish by the end of the live stream.
Okay.
How do I share this? There's
below the video, you'll see a button that says share.
But here's the grayscale that's running. I'll just pop that up there so you have a point of reference as to what you're looking at. Oh, very nice. Your mistakes don't. Very nice. Oh, can you send me a copy of that, Patrick? Yes, sir. Please. I know the perfect person to give it to. Hey, Bob.
Well, this was a real easy reason, Bob. Says, why did LBX choose Peoria of all places? Not only was it voted in the top 10 towns in Illinois to stay away from, it should be in the horror movie called Trapped in the Devil's Armpit.
You can say that again. I want to answer this one.
Okay,
so,
go ahead.
Jason, the creator of LightBurn, actually referenced this in one of his talks. And he said, we have people from all over the world here, from Australia, from here, from there. And then he says, and we have Adam, I think it was.
Joe.
It was
Oh,
Joe.
Joe, yeah. Joe, who traveled a whole couple of blocks to get here.
Yeah.
It's because the person that organized it lives in Peoria.
Yeah, he was pushing the idea, and they said, you know what, go ahead and organize something. And so he did in his hometown, and then it got to be bigger than they thought it was going to be. And it's like, okay, well, let's do this.
Thank you, Bill. Bill McSparron just donated $10 to the channel. We are at 227. So we're almost there.
So
we're going to stay for another 25 minutes or so. Please get us to that 250 mark. Share right below the video. Share on your socials. Get some people in here, you know, and we will do the drawing tonight. And
if you hit 250, Steve, 250.
That guy right there. We'll send you his LaserMatic 10 all cleaned up, like brand new, well packaged in the box.
Yep.
The original carton, and he will ship it to you for free if you live in the lower 48.
I took your advice. I've got the original carton, but it actually fits better in the MK2
in the Mark II. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've got it in a bigger, you know, because it's already got the lid on it. So, but it's going to be well packaged and ready to go.
Yeah. Yeah. Because the original package, you had to do the acrylic assembly.
Yeah.
So with the Mark II comes fully assembled. So that, that's going to fit perfectly in there. They're about the same size.
Okay, T-Man's doing some clarification here. When I use the camera overlay, it is bowed at the top and the bottom of the view, which skews your work area. Leo is aware of it, and I've tried all of his solutions with no success.
Okay, I would probably, first off, did you use the LB set file that came on the USB stick when you originally added your laser? If not, then I would probably go to the laser tab, click on devices, remove the LaserMatic 10 from your device list, plug in that USB, and then add the laser using that settings file that's in there. I don't know if, I'm sure that that's probably the first thing that Leo told you. If that doesn't do it, and if you've had communication back and forth, I think I would probably just outright say, can you send me another camera? And it's only like 4 screws. So that might be the answer to that question. You know, if you've gone back and forth, there's nothing that we can do to help you, but you know, Leo would be the source for that.
All right. I kind of proof this, but do objects used for cut shapes really need to be closed paths? Seems sometimes it will work with an open path, straight line, but not always. I've always used closed paths. I've never cut with a straight line before. Yeah,
when you're cutting shapes, well, first off, there's you really don't want to have any open shapes when you're working on a laser. So they should be closed to begin with. A straight line is always going to cut with no problem. So I don't know. I'm not really quite sure what.
I'm guessing, you know, if you've got a square or a funky starred shape, something, and you're using the cut paths, or cut shape tool.
Cut shapes, yeah.
He's talking about he's able to do that with a line at times instead of having to actually do a. I've never done it with a line. I've never used a line as a cut tool.
I never have either. Now that I think about it, if I'm going to do something like that, I'll make a really thin rectangle. You know, so. Whoa. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that one. I'll have to try it.
Oh, 240. We're getting close, guys.
We're close. We 10 more to go. 10
We're
more
only
to go.
200. Is that right? 207 likes?
What? 207 likes and 243.
Let me refresh.
Refresh.
238. 238 likes.
Okay, that's good. That's better.
Don't forget to hit like.
There were some
video. Hit like. We gotta hit likes and shit and viewers, and then we'll be ready to go. Actually, I am gonna go over to my browser right now and set it up. Steve.
Yep, I'm ready.
All right. Go over on the right side and click on private chat and tell me what you would like it to be.
Okay.
Something easy, please.
Yes, sir.
I think we're going to get there. I think we're going to hit.
Are we going to hit 250 before my coin's done?
I think so. I think we're going to hit that 250, and we're going to give this LaserMatic away tonight. And it's going to even have a special plaque on it. And it's a surprise plaque. It's going to be specifically for you. Got it.
All right, now back to comments. Yeah, Carl, any discussion on a deal? They didn't never they I don't think they're that far to even think about something like that. As far as a package deal, they may make a package, but they
Oh my gosh, we're at 249 likes.
240. Okay, yeah, we're at 240 viewers. We need
250 likes.
All right, we reached the likes.
Whoa.
Now we need the shares.
Holy crapola. And my coin just finished. Oh,
Good.
so close.
I'm getting the actual raffle set up as we speak. And there we go. I've got it set up and it's ready to start collecting comments. What we need to do is reach that 247, 3 to go.
Alan says he wants to thank Rich for your card and envelope design. I tried it last night and they came out great.
Oh, that was one of my favorites. And while we're talking about that, some people had asked me or told me, actually one person told me that you can't get multiple colors. Well, said you can't get black out of it. Colors. He said you can't get black out of paper. So there you go. You see, you can get black. So this is red. And let me show you the blue. There's the blue. You can even get pictures.
250. All right, we hit 250.
Okay. So we're good. We're going to give away that laser tonight.
Holy crapola. Amazing.
Okay, let me get the tool ready.
I told him
my drum roll.
Yeah, I told him I'd shut it down. Whatever we're doing, we're going to stop and give it away. We'll still get to these.
We're going to do it right now. We're going to
give away a laser. My laser.
Steve?
Yeah.
Go ahead and tell them what to do.
If you want to win this laser, you have to turn around 3 times, hop on 1 foot.
All right, cut that out.
The code is Hobo Laser. All one word, no spaces, no dashes. Hobo Laser.
Got that?
Yeah. Hobo Laser, and you'll have your entry to win. And only 1 time is all you need, because multiple entries does not count. So don't fill it up, because I still want to get to your questions if we can. I know you're really only here for the laser, but Hobo Laser, 1 word.
Oh, they're here.
Hey, there they come.
Somebody's going to get a laser. Somebody's going to get a laser. There you go.
It's pretty exciting.
Okay, this is exciting now. Now I'm getting excited.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right, let me see what's going on over here. 161 entries so far.
I mean, the odds are better for this giveaway than most other giveaways.
Yeah, 166 entries we're up to.
Uncle Ron says he's been to a lot of conventions and con crud is very common. Well, let me tell you something, Uncle Ron. I've not been one big on wearing masks and all that stuff. But I tell you what, if I ever go to another one, I'll take Rich's advice. I'll have some sanitizer, and I might even be wearing a mask. I don't get sick, and this is the first time I've been this ill, and it's just a head cold. But it's funny. It's the old sayings, you know, man gets a head cold, and you think he's giving birth to a baby. I think I'm dying.
Oh, poor little Steve. At 4'11", sick. All right, folks, we are at 187 entries. We're gonna get close to pulling this raffle and awarding it to somebody soon.
Chad Fisher's asking, "What are you going to have, Patrick?" I don't know what he's asking. What are you talking about there, Chad? And what are you going to have? You know what he's talking about, Patrick? What are you going to have, Patrick?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, me, I don't know.
Okay, folks, you have to be here. We're down to 243 viewers, so you have to be here in the stream in order to win. So
must be present in the comments to win.
And the ones that have left maybe weren't in the U.S. You know,
that's possible. So make sure if you win that you type a comment, "I'm the winner," so that Steve can see it. And then you have to email hobowithwood@gmail.com and give him your shipping address details.
All we need is one entry. Entry typing it
One entry. You only have to type it one time. You only have to type it one time. Hobo Laser, right there on the bottom of the screen.
Looks like Wendy's weeding out the multiple comments.
We're at 199 entries right now. So I'm hoping that we get to that 250. We'll give it a few more minutes.
Alan's asking, I started off with Corel Draw before moving 100% over to LightBurn, and they have a smoothing tool. Does LightBurn have anything like this?
That is something that was on my list. So I gave a big list to LightBurn when I was up there of things that I want to see, and that was one of them. Like, in other words, drawing a line and then smoothing out the line without having to node edit and hit the S key and pull the handles out and everything else. So yeah, that is on my list.
And yes, Scott's asking, can you lock a layer so it will not move? You can lock an individual item.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You can with your and the arrange and then up in the arrange menu.
Well, the easiest thing to do is just select whatever it is that you want locked, right click on it, and choose lock selected graphic. Now I usually do that when I make templates. So if I make a template for 9 coasters, I'll select all, right click on it and lock it, and then you can design all you want and then just save it as something else other than a template when you're done. All right, let's see where we are. We are at 205. So 205 entries. We have 255 people watching. You got to type Hobo Laser in the comments to get entered in the raffle for tonight.
And we're live now for 147 minutes. Let's put a time on it and say what in the next. Give them another 13 minutes.
When we get to 155, we'll do it. So
okay.
Thank you, Jeremy.
How's that?
Yeah. So an hour and 55 minutes into this live stream, we are going to give away my laser. So you've got another 8 minutes.
Yes, sir.
7.5 minutes to get logged in there and get it done.
Mm-hmm.
Hobo Laser, one word.
So, I'm not sure if I've done these yet, so I'm going to put them up anyway. Thank you, Andy, for that $20 donation.
Thank you.
And I want to say thank you to Jeremy. Jeremy Malam just became a new member. I'm not sure if I put those up, so we'll put them up now. And right after we do this drawing, we're going to go do a few more minutes. Are you guys up to a few more minutes of Q&A?
Oh, yeah. Man, I'll stay here all night. Jack in the shop. Jack in the shop, guys, if you're not, he's
just
local.
Come pick it up.
Yeah, he's local. He's he's right there. And he's like, so that'd be cool, Jack. I'll wait up for you tonight to come get it if you want to. If you win.
No, because you have to do the plaque for it.
I'll do it tonight. Like I say, I'll stay up all night.
So this laser is going to come to you, and it's going to even have your name on it.
Yep.
I love this. I love this new view that Patrick's got here. The fisheye
shop view.
Doesn't that look cool? We are at 213.
Keep an eye on the left of the screen. There, you see it real small there.
So Gail said, "Yeah, that's it, Steve." So Gail, if I don't know if you're on my patrons or not, but if you my patrons got this file along with 5 or 6 other different designs all for free today. And because I screwed it up, I gave every one of my patrons a gold level file. So consider jumping over there at patreon.com/hobowithwood and you'll get all those for free.
And
I'll be putting
and down on the bottom of the screen is all of our social media and our Patreon accounts. So we all share things on our Patreon accounts.
Let's see here. Xtool fanboy.
We are at 216 entries. 262 people watching. Thank you all so much for participating tonight. We really appreciate it.
You know,
the next live stream in 2 weeks, we're going to go back to, it's not going to be talking heads like you saw tonight.
We'll have projects.
Yeah,
but
we're
now,
going to
Rich,
go back to our normal projects with our free files.
Rich, of these 260 viewers where we had that sudden 30 or 40 boost, even if we didn't actually gain those, it's just those 40 people logged into 40 more accounts.
Yeah,
I don't care. I'm just glad you did.
I don't think that's the case. I think people are actually sharing it, and it just takes time for folks to click through and see it. You know, it depends on how they worded the share. So,
Michael Kane, what are we supposed to do when you get enough likes? Well, we've already got the likes, and you've probably already been called it.
We're giving the laser away tonight.
Yeah, that was 50 minutes ago. So that's what we're doing. I'm way behind, and that's why I'm saying, hey, I'm happy to stay and answer questions because we are behind.
Yeah, we're at 218 entries, and the countdown has started. We've got 5 minutes until the actual drawing itself, where somebody's going to win a LaserMatic 10. I like that view from Patrick. I'm going to put that back up. That's so cool. The fisheye. You know, I have a 360-degree camera. I should put that up above me. But then I wouldn't want you to see the mess in here.
Yeah, that's me. I don't want to show you my place.
Most of my mess is kind of hidden behind other messes.
I know. It's all hidden just before the camera. He piled everything up.
It's all in layers. So you start peeling it back like an onion, and then you find stuff that you haven't solved in a month or two.
So Jerry's
219 we're at entries.
Jerry's acknowledging that both of you guys have dropped in on his live streams a lot also. And Jerry, I am not disrespecting you by not having, I intend to, but I've been so under the gun and this week under the weather. I was going to try to get there today, but I was so busy trying to get stuff done for my patrons. I just didn't have time. I plan on getting there every Saturday. If you haven't been on Jerry's live, it's called the Jerry Show now. It's 3DHP on YouTube. He does a live stream every Saturday, and there's people from all over the world that join in, and they talk about all different topics, from everything you can imagine, from laser engraving and 3D printing and whatever, you know. And there's somebody there that can always answer any question you have on any hobby topic. So great stream, 3DHP, every Saturday. I believe it's at 1 o'clock, whatever Vegas time is.
We're at 270 viewers right now. That's
wow. Awesome. So we're at 270 viewers. We have 219 entries. That hasn't changed. And we're down to the last 2 minutes, folks.
2 minutes.
More minutes.
Michael Gaines, and he's this again. I'm almost an hour behind in comments. But Michael says, you know, show us a project. Well, that wasn't what tonight was about because we just didn't have time for all the traveling.
Yeah, tonight we were talking about the LightBurn experience
and giving away a laser.
And giving away this laser. Yeah. So this is important to us. Watching our channel, this is the best laser live stream on YouTube. At least I think so.
In our opinion.
I've had a lot of people that have contacted me and said, you know, I'm so glad that you started this live stream every 2 weeks, because we've gotten so much good information out of it and so many new projects. If you need a project, if you want something, a new idea, go to lasermakersrealm.com, and that's where a blog is with all of our past live streams. And if you click on any one of them, right underneath the video, you'll see there's the download for the projects that we did that live stream. So lasermakersrealm.com.
All right, Rich, you're going to have to. You've talked about this in the live stream before, and you've talked about it, me and you. But I don't think you've actually ever done it, but you're going to have to, because this is coming up again.
What's that?
Ed says, can you use your little bevel jig to cut a beveled edge on a piece of scrap? Can you do that in the live stream now? Can you do it? After we give away the laser?
I can, if I can find it. I don't know what. I brought it up before, and I did find it, I think, after the live stream maybe, or during the live stream, but I don't know where it is now. could swear I put it right
It's
down here.
under the counter on the other side.
That's what I'm looking at, and I don't see it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where I put it, but you know,
Right.
you can. I have done it. I've done it.
155. 155. Time's up.
All right, time's up. All right.
We're giving away laser.
uh,
Drum rolls.
all right, so here we go. We have 228 entries. Is everybody ready? Patrick, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, so here we go. 228 people. We're about to draw. 3, 2, 1, go. Dano Griggs.
Dano.
Winner.
Yay, Dano.
Dano Griggs.
Congratulations.
Okay, Dano, type
Make a
I
comment.
won in the comments so that Steve can see that you're here, because we need to verify that you're here. So type I won in the comments so we can verify that you're here, and then you'll need to send an email to hobowithwood@gmail.com in order to get that laser shipped to you. So go ahead and type that in the comments now. I won.
There he is.
There he is.
Yay, I won. He in there.
Great. Now just compose an email, hobowithwood@gmail.com. Send him your name and shipping address, and Steve will personalize your plaque, get it affixed, get it packaged up, and sent out to you rather quickly.
Yeah.
The next day or two.
Yeah, I'll make it a priority. I'll get the plaque made tomorrow and then get it packaged up. I may even get it shipped tomorrow. But what day? No, tomorrow's Sunday, ain't it?
Yeah, you can't ship it tomorrow.
Ain't it tomorrow? So I will have it ready to ship by Monday.
So congratulations, Dano. Yay, I won. Perfect.
I never
We
seen
have
that.
a winner.
I never seen that in the comments, but y'all seen it.
Yep, it's right
Yeah,
there.
that's right on the screen.
Okay. All right.
All right. So Dano Griggs is our winner of the LaserMatic 10. Congratulations, Dano.
Congratulations, Dano.
Yep. Very
All
good.
right.
Very good. All right. Now,
Okay,
it's
so
awesome.
we're gonna stick around. We're at almost 2 hours right now, but we also have 200 and we're just dropped by a bunch of people. We're 236 people watching us right now. So we're gonna do final Q&A now for what, guys? The next 10 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Steve,
Y'all-
you can
y'all-
drop out if you want to, if you need to get prepared
prepared.
for, if you need to do the plaque or whatever,
Oh
do
no,
you
no.
want
I'll do all that tomorrow. Since tomorrow's Sunday, I'll get the plaque done, get it finished, packaged up, and ship it Monday.
Sounds good. All right. So we'll stick around now for Q&A. So anybody that's got any questions that they need answered, now's the time to ask. And we're going to go hopefully to Patrick. Patrick, did you finish that coin?
I got distracted.
How are we doing on that?
Hold on a second. I just need to run one little pass on it, and I think it'll be done.
A cleaning pass and that's it?
Yeah.
I'm dying to see that coin. So Patrick started when we started the live stream, or a little bit after. He
Right.
started
Yeah, it was a good bit into it.
Yeah. He started doing a coin, a Jesus coin, with 256 passes, something like that.
Correct.
And it's a 3D relief engraving. So I'm dying to see how that came out. How much? Well, he's got to do one more cleaning pass on it, and then maybe clean it up a little bit. We'll get to see how that coin came out. That's what you've been seeing sparking throughout the whole video.
Yep. It
So,
ran almost an hour.
So I guess I missed some comments here, but Pop Moose, I guess has had an Xtool D1 and Pro. Mine was the first one was Xtool, and they were terrible with not homing right. And Andy's correct, Pop. Go in and set a finished position instead of a home, and that's what I did. I'd start my machine up. I've set a finished position and then run some stupid little task for it, and then the laser would go to a finished position, and every time I would start from there, and that would be
So and this is not just your problem. It's inherent in the D1 machine. So what I tell people when they ask me about it is, first off, work in absolute coordinates. So that's number one. Number two, before you turn on the laser, move it by hand before you turn it on to the 00 bottom left corner. That way, when it turns on, even if it doesn't home, it knows it's at 00.
But theirs is not bottom left. Xtool's top.
Top left. Yeah, top left. So just move it to the top left corner before you turn the machine on, and everything should be okay. You can also go to the Move tab and add a new position there. So you can add a position X0, Y0, and use that, but the easiest thing to do is have it in the home position in the top left corner before you press the power button.
Yeah, but the only problem with that, though, Rich, is if you don't have a set finish position, when it's done and you send it to home, it's never going to the same place twice.
Right. Well, I just said if you make a position of 00 on the Move tab, you can always hit that at the end of the job. But if you just go to the device settings and do set finish position in the top right corner, top right middle, wherever you want it to be, then that solves that problem.
Yeah. How many layers for the cross, and would you guys do some layer projects?
I do lots of layer projects. In fact, I've got a Christmas project coming up that's going to blow you away when you see it. The cross, I think he's talking about this one, maybe.
That's all we had up tonight.
Yeah. So this cross, I did 2 layers of 6mm. It's not glued together yet. I did 2 layers, and what I always do when I do a 3rd layer like this is the top layer to give it like a 3D effect. I always do it on the cross itself as well. You can just do an offset and do an outline of it, but when I do this whole thing like this piece actually fits right in there and locks itself in place. So, it glues up a lot easier this way. So it's 2 layers of 6mm and a 3rd layer of 3mm on the top. And then on the back, I now always sign all of my work. So I've got my logo on the back, and I've got to make a whole bunch of these.
All right. This is something I really like, and you might want to start even doing this. I don't know if you may just say I just don't have time, but this is a cool idea. Where's Patrick? I don't even want Patrick to see this.
He might not have his muffs on.
All right. And Jack says each one of his projects has a QR code to the video of it being made. Customers like to see their product in the making.
That's a great idea.
That is really cool, Jack.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know that I would do that with every project I'm making, but like I just did a personalized frame, and I did that on my YouTube channel. And I think that particular frame might have actually been appreciated to see that being made.
Yeah. And I mean, that's a good idea for creators like us.
Yeah.
But if you're selling products, you don't want them to see your video that says I turned $3 worth of wood into a $75 sale piece. Maybe not, but I think that is a great idea for people like us that create videos. Good idea. And I think I'm going to use that.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Do we have to give Jack any credit for that though?
No.
Okay. I didn't think so.
No.
Patrick.
We never give Jack credit.
Patrick, can you hear me, Patrick?
Hey. Yes, you can. I had to wash this thing off.
Yeah.
It was all dusty.
Oh, good. You got it ready?
Yeah. Let's
see.
I was wanting it to be gold and have like an old coin look to it, and it's still kind of dirty. There's still dust coming off of it.
No excuses. So while we're waiting for Patrick, down at the bottom of the
3D
screen
is in there.
are all of our socials. Sorry, Patrick. Go ahead.
All right. You're on there.
We know that's not going to work.
Focus.
Oh, it worked. Wow, that came out good. That's awesome.
And that's titanium?
Yeah.
Nice. It's too bad. I'm sure it's much, much nicer in person. Yeah, there you go. Very nice.
And
the flight on it.
And they were asking about doing a brass coin, but if that's titanium, that's a whole lot harder, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was using the 120 watt, and I've never used it on titanium, so I just took a guess at what would give me
Hours.
close to the gold. So I think it turned out pretty good for a guess.
Well, I think you got the collar you were looking for. Oh yeah, that looks really good now.
That is sharp.
Okay,
yeah,
guys,
not bad.
let's finish up with the Q&A.
All right. Well, I just want to make Patrick aware of that, of what Jack just shared with us.
Yeah.
You were away, Patrick. Jack says that he makes a QR code that is a link to the video of the project being made, and he gives it to his customers. That's cool.
That is cool.
That's a cool idea.
I like it.
And we both said we're probably going to do it, but we're not going to give Jack any credit whatsoever.
No, definitely not.
All
Okay,
right.
so I'm going to say congratulations to Dan O'Griggs again, one last time, because we are about to go eat. I haven't eaten dinner yet. What time is it? 10 o'clock. Wow. 10:05.
ET, this was brought up at LBX. They have no intentions of doing anything with nesting.
Yeah. So, and I just want to say something too, is that the nesting that they have now that takes you to the third-party website is a waste of time.
Yeah, I did a video on it, and it is a total waste.
Half of the, oh wow, look at that. Beautiful. That came out beautiful.
And then see the other side silver. It is titanium.
But you got gold out of titanium.
Yeah, the nice. I wanted the gold and the black to look like an older one.
Mm-hmm.
But no,
somebody mentioned that it would make an awesome giveaway. Do you want to give it away?
Sure. Go for it.
Well, maybe we have 147 people still here watching. You want to do it, Patrick?
Go ahead. Type in coin. COIN.
Oh, hang on, because I have to set that up. It's not that easy. So
don't type anything yet.
Well, hold on. Don't type it yet. Don't type it yet.
Don't type it yet. I have to actually set it up.
Sorry. I'll put something on the other side. Maybe a LaserMakerRealm logo. I think that would do it good.
It's okay if they've already typed it anyway. So whatever I put in here, if it's been typed, it's going to collect it.
Okay.
There's already 16 entries. Okay, so who wants that titanium coin? Patrick, are you going to do the other side or just one side?
Yeah, I'm going to put LaserMakersRealm on the other side.
Okay, cool. So who wants that titanium coin that Patrick just ran on this live stream? So far, we've got 49 entries. So all you have to do is type the word coin in the comments. Just that one word, coin, C-O-I-N.
And once we get this giveaway, before you go anywhere, we've got one of our regulars, Sharon's. Would you show her how to do that change on the homing speed?
Yeah, I can do that.
So let's do the coin and then.
Let me do that. Let me do that first.
Take it.
Okay.
Because
do that, and then that'll give time for a coin entry to get in there.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so let me turn on the laser. All right, your laser has to be on and connected. Am I in full screen, guys?
You are now. Well, come on. I keep trying to. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. There. Now you are.
Okay.
There you go.
So with your laser turned on and connected, you're going to come up here to edit. And then you're going to come down here all the way to the bottom where it says device settings, machine settings, excuse me, machine settings. So we're going to click on machine settings, and without opening the advanced section down here, up at the top here, you're going to see homing feed rate. So the seek rate is the one that you want, not the feed rate. Okay. So homing seek rate. All you have to do is click in here and change that to whatever you want. I have mine set at 6,000. It's ultra fast. These are usually set somewhere around 500 to 750, somewhere in that range. That's one way of doing it if that's the problem. If it's the way the laser moves around on the workbed, then you can come over here to the Move tab, and over here you're going to see speed. So you can change that speed to whatever you want. And like when you frame, if you set it to a low number, it'll frame really slowly, like 1,000 or 1,200. And then if you set it to a high number, it'll frame really quickly. I like my framing slow, so I've got it around 3,500 for my move speed. So those are the two spots. Again, it's edit, and then all the way down to the bottom where it says machine settings, and you don't want the you don't want the seek rate, you want the feed rate right here. Homing feed rate.
Now you said that backward the first time.
Did I?
Yeah. Which one do you want?
So I'm sorry, it's the seek rate. I'm sorry. So the seek rate right here.
Yeah, seek rate's what you said the first time.
Yes. So it's your $1.25 in the console. You can just type $1.25 as whatever you want, or you can change it permanently in here. So remember, if you change it in the console, those changes aren't permanent. They're not written to the firmware. So this actually writes it to the firmware, and then you have to click the right button down here on the bottom to make it effective. So it's the homing seek rate. So the fast speed is going to be right here. On the slow speed, it should be left at the factory setting, whatever the factory set it at. It's usually going to be between 500 and 600. So it's the seek rate that you're looking for, $1.25. Okay. That was easy enough.
Yep.
Now that I've figured out how to use my computer, I can put my computer screen up on my screen here. Let me turn off this laser.
So, Greg, I'm guessing you're saying you're in Gastonia, and if that's true, then you're in Gastonia, I'm in Gastonia, and Jack in the shop's in Gastonia. We're going to have our own local lasers club here,
and we feel sorry for all of you.
Yeah, because we're all in Gastonia.
That's a good topic that you brought up. If you don't have a local group of people, go on Facebook in the group. Say, hey, I'm in Gastonia, North Carolina. Who else is here, wants to start a local laser group? You'll be surprised at how much fun it is. About every 3 weeks, I have a group meeting here. We use the Knights of Columbus Hall, and we meet there and we discuss different topics, problems that people had, solutions that they have, things like that. I bring the LightBurn manual with me. One time I actually brought my overhead projector and my laptop and did some training. So having a local group is a lot of fun. Now we have, I think 37 or 39 members in our local group here. So start your own local group. You can set up a Facebook group just for local people. You can screen them, ask them the question, you know, are you within 50 miles of Gastonia, whatever it might be.
And here's Jen Cameron, says she's in Gastonia, but originally from West Virginia. She was
everybody's in Gastonia, it seems.
Originally Patrick's neighbor, and then she moved from the wood. She moved from the woods to the hell.
All right, and then Jen, your next move is going to be to New Orleans. Then you'll have lived in all three of our places. Oh, by the way, this was done on the LaserMatic 10. Let me get it to focus. There we go.
Here's another Ed Cameron. Ed, in fact, yeah, Ed's, I believe he's either is or was an instructor at the local BYU. Did you know what BYU was here?
No.
Yeah, we have BYU.
I just wanted to show the Patrick screen here. He's doing the reverse side of that coin. And we're going to give that away in just a couple minutes.
A lot of folks here, when they get out of high school, they go right to BYU.
Yeah.
Backyard University.
Oh, okay. I get it now. I never even heard of BYU.
That's funny.
Okay, we have 96 entries in the coin giveaway. Patrick is doing the reverse side of it right now.
Yep,
LaserMakersRealm Realm.
It's about done.
And folks, this coin is going to look a lot nicer in person than it looks on video. Trust me. Clean it with your shirt.
And what laser are you doing that on, Patrick?
Fiber laser.
Oh, look how beautiful that came
120
out.
watt fiber laser. So there's I'm trying to get the glare to go away. There we go.
Yeah, that's
Beautiful.
nice.
Flip it around. And it's a gold coin.
I even got it pretty straight. Yay.
Okay, who wants the coin?
Yep, giveaway time.
We have 99 people that have typed coin in the comments. If you want it, type it now because we're about to leave. We're about to go eat, or at least I am anyway.
Oh yeah, here you go. Side one.
Last call.
Side two.
Last call to enter. Type coin in the comments. And we are up to 100 entries for the coin. We've got 148 people still watching.
Jack's asking you to go over your settings and lenses for your coin there, I guess.
Yeah, 120 watt JPT fiber laser, 200 millimeter lens, running at 7,200 millimeters per second. I ran fast. And then let's see what else I have. 95% power, 50 frequency. My line distance was 0.03 and a 500 Q pulse.
And what about the other side? Do you still have those settings?
Yep. The other side for the white mark was a speed of 2,200, power of 20, frequency 55, Q pulse 200, interval of 0.03.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
All right. We are at 103 entries for Patrick's coin that he did tonight on the stream. And it will come in a nice protective case as well.
Yes.
A nice plastic case.
It's in the plastic.
Are you ready for the drum roll?
We're as soon as we're going to give it a few more seconds. Patrick, are you ready?
I'm getting there, and yes.
All right, so we have 103 entries right now. Let me switch to that screen. You guys can see it?
Well, you can, and you're full screen.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Henry Williams. Henry Williams is our winner on the titanium coin. Congratulations, Henry. You need to send an email to sales@lightsource.pro. Again, that's sales@lightsource.pro, and put in there your name, say that you won the coin, and this is my mailing address, and Patrick will get that coin out to you lickety split. Not tomorrow because it's Sunday, but
Right.
Congratulations.
All right, Alan says he's got a 100-watt CO2 and would like to know if it's possible to make a readable 1/2-inch QR for a bracelet. That's awful small for such a big laser.
It is 1/2 inch. You probably could
use the smallest lens you have, the smallest focal distance lens, like a 2-inch or 1.5 inch.
Yeah, better yet. I don't know if you have this or not, but if you have like a 4-inch barrel, and you take 2 lenses, and the bottom lens you leave convex side up, the top lens you flip it over, convex side down, so that they're opposite. I know that doesn't sound right. If you have a meniscus lens, that's even better. Put that one on the top, and then you'll get a sharper dot size, probably half the size of what you've got right now. So 4-inch barrel, 2 lenses, one of them upside down, the top one. Better yet, if you have a meniscus lens, put that one in there on top, and that should be able to do should be able to do a 1/2 inch. Yeah, I think it will. I get a really tiny spot size on my 80 watt, smaller than my diode laser when I use combo lenses.
Yep.
All right, final questions. We're about to wrap it up. We're at 2 hours and 19 minutes. We'll say maybe another 2 or 3 minutes, and then we got to wrap it up because I have to eat dinner.
I'm looking. I'm scrolling.
All
Everybody,
right.
I'm getting to the point where everybody's getting excited about the giveaway. So,
And congratulations again, Henry Williams. Just one more time. Send that email to sales@lightsource.pro, pro, like professional.
Rich, will you be sharing a library for the 2010?
Yes. And if you like, I can show it to you really quickly. Let me put myself in full screen. I'll show you where I'm at this point. Let's see. This is the 2010 library right here. See, it says LASERMATIC 2010. So I've got a bunch of stuff in here already, and I'm working on it right now. And if you're a current LASERMATIC owner, Leo's going to make this available to you. I have a company that is sending me a whole bunch of new wood. So, and we're going to do a video on that. So there's going to be a lot more than you see here, and I'm still missing a bunch from here, but there's going to be all types of materials in here, even metal and plastics. So if you're not a LASERMATIC owner, by the way, then this will be available in my online store, engravingcutfiles.com, probably at the first of the year. I should be finished with it maybe by Christmas or sooner. I'm not sure when. As soon as I'm finished with it, it will be in the store if you're not a LASERMATIC owner. So it'll have both libraries, 20 watt and 10 watt combo. What are you laughing at, Steve?
Well, I don't know if I should share it because I'm being bad. In fact, hold on a second. I say, guys, enter one time. All you have to do is enter once. Don't flood the channel with multiple entries because it won't do you any good. And here we got Guillermo. He's Hobo Laser. He's entering twice in one comment. And then that's at 10:43. And then at 10:43 in a few more seconds, there it is again. And
well, that's the right one. Good job, Guillermo.
10:43 and another one. There he is again. And I shouldn't, Guillermo. Maybe he doesn't speak English very well.
Yeah, maybe not. That's okay.
So I don't need to be picking. One entry is all y'all will need, guys.
The giveaways are done. So we've given away tonight a 10 watt laser, a LASERMATIC, all in one laser.
The best laser.
And we've the best laser. You're right. And we've also given away a custom coin by Patrick. So those giveaways are done for tonight. And I think we are done for tonight as well. So I'm going to say thank you, Patrick. Thank you, Steve. Thank you all, everybody that's out there. Thank you so much for the 31 donations that we got to the channel and new memberships. We really appreciate it. And we will see you in No More Talking Head. We will see you in 2 weeks live Saturday night, 9 p.m. Until then, bye, everybody.
Guys, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.